So do you need an MCAT prep course to do well on the MCAT? And this is coming, disclaimer, from someone who runs an MCAT prep program. With that said, I don't think that it is necessary for every student. You have to know yourself. You need to know what you're looking for, what your budget is, and if you're actually going to make the most out of a prep program. Now, what I see is that most students, when going into MCAT courses, regardless of how good that MCAT course is, a lot of students just don't know how to properly study for a massive exam like the MCAT.
No clue.
The MCAT is like no exam you've ever taken before. Yes, you've taken standardized testing, SAT, ACT, along those lines, but the MCAT is a whole nother beast, and it's not like your pre-med, prereqs, and those types of classes and the way you get tested on that type of content. It's much more critical thinking in combination with your content, and it encompasses literally everything. So it's the first test where you really have to memorize an enormous amount of information to do well. And so with that said, most students just don't know how to properly study for an exam like that. But most prep courses do not actually focus on that. A lot of prep courses are just long content lectures, and then they give you the materials where you're doing it as pre-homework assignments, where maybe you're doing readings or practice questions before the classes, but they're not focusing on the best study strategies to actually do well on the MCAT. Now, I'm not saying that this is all MCAT courses, but I know a lot of different MCAT courses. I've taught for others before I started the pre-med consultants, and so this is just what I've seen in the industry. So regardless if you're going to take an MCAT prep program or self-study, I think there's a couple of key principles that you need to be using from early on in your preparation and throughout that will ensure that you're being successful. And if you do this, you could either self-study, or if you know yourself and you want that accountability and you want more one-on-one tutoring and things like that, then a course might be good for you. But those things are, you need to do practice questions early on. Most students waste too much time with reading the textbooks and trying to get all the content in first, and then switching over to doing practice questions or practice exams. Most students don't even do practice questions on a daily basis, like 20, 30 at a time. Rather, the only time they're actually doing questions is those full-length exams, and you do not want to do that.
Big mistake.
That's good, and it's definitely helpful to do those exams, but one of the things with doing these long exams that are 200 plus questions is then you have to spend a day, 2 days at a time thoroughly reviewing it. And a lot of people burn out from that review and don't review it to the fullest, where if you just did 20 questions at a time, you'd get a lot more out of the review of those questions, because you will review it in the same day that you were doing those questions, and you can spend the next couple hours of the day really diving into those content areas, figuring out your weaknesses and what you're doing wrong. And so regardless of whether you're doing a prep program or you're doing self-studying, I really recommend that you do practice questions very early on. Now, at the Pre-Med Consultants, we have all of our students use the UWorld question bank, and we give all of our students UWorld, and those are really good questions. I definitely recommend them for if you're doing a program, again, or self-studying. Get UWorld and do those questions from early on. You'll thank me later. So that's one thing you need to be doing. The second thing you need to be doing is obviously making sure that you understand the content. Now, what a lot of students do is they try to relearn all the content that they need for the MCAT as if they've never seen bio before, or they've never seen Orgo. You should have taken most of these classes, so you don't necessarily need to relearn everything. Rather, you need to work on recalling it, that information that you've already learned, make sure that you actually understand it. Maybe there are certain courses you didn't do as well, and make sure then that you go back and figure out where your weak areas are, and then better comprehend that material. But then also you need to work on applying it into MCAT style questions. And so for content, again, that's why practice questions early on really helps, because you're applying content that you're learning or learned before into MCAT style questions. And then if it's something that you don't know and you've identified a weakness, you can go in and review that topic. And reviewing those topics can be watching content videos. We have the MCAT Powerbook, where it's a high yield review of all the content you need to know in the MCAT, so click the link below this video if you want to go check that out. But you don't need to go in depth and relearn everything on a specific topic, because you should know most of this stuff already from pre-med prereqs. And if you don't, that's when you could dive deeper. Maybe you do read an entire textbook chapter on a topic because you've just never seen that topic before. You really struggle with that topic. So in recap so far, we have doing practice questions early on, doing some form of content review, but make sure that content review is also active. So for my students, when they're studying for the MCAT, we have all of our students use Anki and which allows you to use spaced repetition, so that the content that they are studying, they are never forgetting. And spaced repetition, that's a whole separate video, but essentially you're constantly looking at that information over properly spaced time intervals, so that way you never forget that material, and the material you are forgetting, you start to see it more frequently. And so I highly recommend, no matter what you're doing, whether it is a different course or you're self-studying with just Anki and these resources, do spaced repetition and active recall with your studying. So if you do all of that, plus you do all of the AMC materials, you're going to be in great shape. The AMC materials are closest to the real exam. If you want to figure out where you stand leading into that exam, where you're probably going to score around, the last 2 AMC exams that you take are going to give you a good prediction of around where you're going to be. Doesn't mean you're always going to get those exact scores, but most students are not going to be 10, 15 points outside of those last 2 AMC practice exams. Are there outliers? Of course, but those are going to be the outlier situations. So don't let the anecdotal of, oh, I actually scored 15 points better on my real exam, make you think that if you're getting a 500 and your goal is a 515, that you're likely going to score a 515. So know where you are, make sure you're taking the MCAT at the right time, and maybe I'll make a video on that as well, when to figure out when exactly to take the MCAT. But these are the things that you should be doing. So in summary, practice questions early on with a question bank like UWorld, some form of content review, whether that's videos. We have at the Pre-Med Consultants videos for every single topic. You could use Khan Academy as well. They have great videos that are free. Then you should be doing spaced repetition and active recall with something like Anki. And then lastly, you should be using all of the AMC materials. Oh, and obviously with content review, you could be using something like the MCAT Powerbook. So that is a good plan if you're going to be self-studying, or if you want that accountability, you want more one-on-one tutoring and coaching and live classes that go over how to break down questions and content. That's exactly how we've structured our program at the Pre-Med Consultants. The reason being is we try to take a self-studier's approach, but put it into a course and program like structure. So you're getting all of that support, but you're still doing the most active techniques. You'll hear students all the time talk about how they did a course and then their real improvements came when they took it the second time and they were just self-studying, or the last 2 months of their studying when they had finished the course is where they saw their real improvements being made. And that's because most students then start to actually dive into practice tests and do proper review. And that's what you should be doing from the very beginning of any course that you take. So even if you're taking some other course that's not the Pre-Med Consultants, I recommend making sure you're incorporating this stuff early on, whether you can ask the instructor about how to do that or do those things in parallel with the course that you're taking. Both work, but make sure from early on you're doing this. Otherwise, you're wasting a lot of valuable time. So if you are interested in our course, there's also going to be a link below this video to schedule a call with someone from me, or someone from my team, and we'd be happy to speak with you. Otherwise, I hope this was very helpful. You should have the fundamentals on even just how to self-study for the MCAT with this video, and wish you all the best. Go out there and crush it.